This case is quite known to me. I've worked with her for many years, and I thank God for her life. She's someone who is very strong and is very committed to anything she does. Having served as HIV ambassador, we know the good work she did together with the team. But it's unfortunate that it all started this way. And it is quite clear by law that the security agency that did that to her was wrong and actually offended the law. It was not supposed to be. I think they should have adhered to the advice of the HIV counselor at the police hospital. Well, Gifty still has the opportunity to assert her rights if she wants to pursue this issue. But I think she has moved on, and she's doing very well in her business now. And in her social life.
But sorry to interject, is that not the problem when we say, oh, let's move on? When you move on in situations like this, then the institutions do not suffer the repercussions of their actions, and then the same thing is visited on another person with a similar condition.
Yes, I said so because I have had a conversation with her, and I know where she stands on this matter.
But I'm asking if that is not a problem.
But the point is, it is a problem. Stigma is a problem. Workplace abuse is a problem. It's not only workplaces, it's also in the home, in the schools, in even hospitals, in the communities. People are suffering stigma. For example, people who, tenants in a house, some tenants will prevent a person living with HIV who is also a tenant. They all pay rent, but they will prevent the person from using, let's say, the toilet or the same kitchen with the other occupants of the house. That is an offense, and that should not be encouraged or supported in any way. And I'm happy that the documentary actually referred to the Section 32 of the Ghana AIDS Commissions Act at 938. Section 32, subsection 1 says that a person shall not discriminate against another person, the partner or close relative of the other person, in the workplace on the sole account of the actual or perceived HIV status of that person. Under no circumstance should an employer or co-worker or the union or any member of staff in the workplace discriminate a person living with HIV on grounds of the person's seropositive status. It frowns on the law, and the affected individual can assert his or her rights by taking a legal action against the company or the individual or groups of individuals who stigmatize and discriminate against him or her. The law is quite clear about that you cannot, subsection 2 says that an employer shall not initiate disciplinary procedures against an employee who discriminates against a co-worker on account of the actual or perceived HIV status of that co-worker. So the employer has no right to discipline somebody because the person lives with HIV. Thirdly, an employee who has suffered discrimination by the co-worker may institute legal proceedings against the co-worker and also against the employer if the discrimination comes from the employer. subsection 4 says the HIV status of a person, the partner or close relative of that person, shall not constitute a reason to refuse employment or terminate the employment.
So that speaks directly to Gifties, where she was refused
so,
employment.
So that is why I said that it offends the law. And whoever did that was wrong, and will have to do the right thing. Although it's many years now, if they will either have to compensate her or apologize to her, but they should do something, demonstrably to show that they were wrong.
Right. Doc, so